Black Ops 1 is considered by many to be one of the greatest Call of Duties ever made. So, with the release of the new PS5 ports, time to see if the Platinum Trophy still lives up to the hype. I'm expecting explosions, one-liners from Woods, a veteran campaign that's probably going to make me question my life choices, and hopefully, a Platinum Trophy worth remembering. Black Ops wastes absolutely no time getting going. 1 minute Woods is casually sitting in a bar, the next someone's got a knife through their hand and we're fighting our way out before the mission's even probably started. From there, it's straight into one of Call of Duty's most iconic openings, storming Fidel Castro's palace alongside Woods and Bowman. There's explosions everywhere, soldiers pouring in from every direction, and enough gunfire to remind you exactly why Black Ops became such a classic. We follow Woods closely and open the door to the supposed real Castro. Plant one between his eyes for the trophy, Death to Dictators. With Castro supposedly dead, it's time to escape. We fight our way back outside, jump aboard a plane and make one final stand to help our allies get out alive. But then comes the first of many twists. The man we just executed wasn't Castro at all, it was his bloody double. The real Castro appears, personally handing us over to Dragovich. And just like that, we're introduced to the man responsible for the entire nightmare that's about to unfold. Finishing the level unlocks the trophy, Sacrifice. If you ask 10 Call of Duty fans to name their favourite mission, I'd bet half of them would say Vorkuta. Locked away in one of the harshest prisons imaginable, Mason's only hope of escaping comes in the form of Victor Reznov, a man fueled entirely by revenge and motivational speeches. Before we know it, the prison erupts into complete chaos as inmates willingly throw themselves into gunfire so the rest of us can keep pushing forward. It's brutal, desperate, and one of the most memorable sequences in all of Call of Duty. Eventually, Reznov decides subtlety isn't really his thing anymore and hands us a minigun. Because apparently the best way to escape a prison is to remove half of it from existence. With the prison collapsing behind us, the only thing left to do is steal a motorbike and make one final dash for freedom. We accelerate, weave, dodge through all the explosions to make Michael Bay extremely jealous, and destroying all the vehicles in this escape sequence unlocks the trophy Vehicular Slaughter. But finally leaving Vorkuta behind once and for all unlocks the trophy Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death. After somehow surviving Cuba and escaping Vorkuta, Black Ops finally gives us a chance to catch our breath. Sort of. Instead of another huge firefight, we're taken deep beneath the Pentagon where President Kennedy himself wants answers. Mason recounts everything that's happened so far, while Hudson and Weaver begin piecing together exactly who Dragovich is, and why he's become so obsessed with us. Finishing the level unlocks VIP. With the prison escape behind us, it's back undercover, this time as a Russian soldier, as we infiltrate another one of Dragovich's facilities. The game also hands us one of my favourite weapons in Black Ops, an explosive crossbow, completely unnecessary but unbelievably satisfying. It'll also come in very handy for later down the line with another trophy. Oddly enough though, the trophy we unlock first has absolutely nothing to do with the crossbow. Instead, Sally Likes Blood pops after taking out 3 enemies with a single bullet. But I wasn't complaining, one less thing to worry about for Veteran. From there, it's business as usual, a few more firefights, plenty of grenades flying in my direction, and somehow we're still making solid progress through Veteran without too many horror stories, which, knowing Call of Duty, probably means the difficult missions are about to come up. Clearing the opening stretch of the campaign on Veteran pops Cold Warrior, and for finishing Executive Order, A Safe Place. So, when I said Veteran hadn't been too bad so far, I may have spoken a little too soon. SOG was an absolute nightmare. Between the completely unfair checkpoints, enemies who seemed capable of deleting me in a single shot, and what felt like an endless army of soldiers, there were moments where I was gripping the controller so hard I thought it was going to snap. Eventually we catch a little bit of a break, only for the game to decide running down a hill kicking all drums towards the enemy truck was somehow a sensible military strategy. Safe to say, by this point I was dangerously close to losing my voice, along with my sanity.
Oh, damn it.
After what felt like countless deaths, we finally scrape through to the mission and turn our attention to the trophy Tough Economy, destroying all the tanks during the end sequence of K-Sun, using no more than 6 Tau missiles. With the tanks reduced to scrap metal and veterans somehow still intact, Looks Don't Count finally pops to round off the toughest mission so far. Where we heading, Mason? Right, we're back. Extract the defector and the intel. Alright, we've got some spas here, some shotgun. 3 kills, 2 shots. Do not forget we are still on Veteran though. I will say, as someone that has never played this game before, I am thoroughly enjoying the campaign. Like all old Call of Duties, it is very good in terms of story. Not to mention the cast as well. You got Ice Cube in it, you got Sam Worthington. Oh, throw the grenade back. World of War flashbacks. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, we got a trophy. The Dragon Within. What's that for? Kill 10 NVA with Dragon's Breath rounds. Oh, this gun's called the Dragon's Breath. Okay, I should have checked that first. But trophy! Woohoo! What's our second? Commando grenade launcher. I mean, this gun is good. There's no point changing it even after a trophy, right? I mean, so far, there's only been one mission that's actually been challenging on Veteran, and that was the running down the hill on the last level, which was horrible. That was like one of those levels in Call of Duty Veteran that like plagues in your head. You know, that's a one-shot, one-kill kind of level from Modern Warfare. That's one of the tank missions from COD 2. Leo, give me the radio, man. Done it on the building at the top. Hopefully that just mows him down. Kill him. I want to see him die. I want to see him die. Without getting shot anyway. Get him. Oh, trophy. Oh, it's a heli trophy, is it? Rack up a body count of 20 using air support in Hue City. Well, that's really easy, considering you should be using it. Excellent, though. 2, 3, go. Run, just run, just run, just run, just run, just run. Yeah, boy! Go Woods! What a jump. What a great mission. Oh, Reznov's just so cool. He's so good. Great mission. Not too bad either. Down and dirty silver trophy as well for finishing SOG, which was difficult, and the defector on Veteran. Nice. At least it proves I'm on Veteran. After the chaos of Vietnam, Black Ops throws us straight back into Mason's increasingly broken mind. Our mission is simple: find Clark, the scientist who knows exactly what Drakovich is planning. Unfortunately for us, he's not very popular. No sooner have we found him that we're under attack. Clark's own guards turn on us while Nova 6 gas starts flooding through the rooftops, turning what should have been straightforward extraction into a desperate sprint across Hong Kong. The whole mission becomes one long rooftop chase, leaping from building to building with Clark desperately trying to keep up. It's one of those levels that never really gives you a chance to breathe. Unfortunately, Clark isn't quite as graceful as Mason. One mistimed jump later, he's taking the express route to street level, leaving us to finish the escape alone. It's a brilliant mission from start to finish, and crossing the finish line finally rewards us with the trophy of Broken English. Next up is Project Nova, taking us back to World War II as we step into Reznov's boots to uncover where this whole Nova 6 nightmare actually began. Set deep in the frozen Arctic, it's easily one of the best looking missions in the game. Snowstorms, frozen ships, and Nazi facilities hidden beneath the ice. It's Call of Duty doing what it does best. But most importantly, it finally shows us why Reznov despises Drakovich so much, giving the story a lot more weight than just a shooting gallery. Thankfully, Veteran decided to give me a rare break here, and after surviving the firefights, it was time to go for another trophy: Lightfoot. This requires planting the C4 before reaching the extraction point with at least 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. I genuinely expected Veteran to ruin this attempt, but somehow, first try. I picked up the path with least resistance, got way more than lucky, and escaped with time to spare. With the explosives doing their job, all that's left is disappearing into the frozen wilderness, unlocking Some Wounds Never Heal and bringing another chapter to a close. Back in Vietnam, it's time for one of my favourite styles of COD. No all-out war, just Woods and I quietly making our way through the jungle, taking out enemy soldiers one by one before they know we're there.
Quiet, everybody.
3 stealth kills right at the start is enough to unlock up close and personal, proving that occasionally being quiet does actually pay off. Of course, stealth doesn't last forever, and before long we're handed the wonderfully overpowered Grim Reaper rocket launcher. But after turning an enemy machine gun nest into little more than a smoking crater, Heavy Hand is safely ticked off the list as well. Then Black Ops decides to remind you why Vietnam was terrifying. We descend into the infamous tunnel system, armed with nothing more than a revolver and a torch. Every corner feels like a jump scare waiting to happen, and enemies appear out of nowhere. Suddenly those firefights don't seem quite as intimidating. Thankfully, daylight does eventually appear and the helicopter arrives to get us out, completing another brutal stretch of Veteran, unlocking It's Your Funeral. Crash Site is a mission I greatly enjoyed, as a big part of it is the soundtrack. There's just something about the classic Call of Duty feel and the Rolling Stones. Our objective is simple enough: push our way up the river aboard a heavily armed patrol boat, blowing absolutely everything out of our way, which works out quite nicely, because our next trophy, Lord Nelson, requires destroying every single enemy structure along the river. Safe to say we weren't exactly leaving much standing without the trophy. After dealing with the gunboats and clearing the river, things finally settled down. For 5 minutes. A little sniper support later, the mission throws one last twist our way as we're captured once again. Apparently Mason has a real talent for ending up tied to a chair.
Tied me to a chair.
Completing the mission unlocks Never Get Off the Boat. Next up is WMD, and before we even fire a shot, we're the ones calling the shots. From high above the battlefield, we're directing our squad through enemy territory, making sure everyone reaches the objective in one piece. Once boots finally hit the ground, it's time to swap commanding soldiers for becoming one. The rest of the mission is a full-on stealth operation as we silently work our way through the Soviet relay station, taking guards out one by one without raising an alarm. It's slower, more methodical, and honestly a lovely break from the constant chaos of Veteran. Making it all the way through undetected rewards us with the trophy Mr. Black Op, proving that every now and then, subtlety is the best option. Payback wastes absolutely no time reminding you that Black Ops isn't afraid to kill off its characters. Captured once again, Bowman refuses to play Kravchenko's twisted game of Russian roulette, and he pays the ultimate price. It's a brutal moment that instantly turns this mission into something far more personal. With no time to mourn, Woods and Mason do the only thing they can, kill the guards and fight their way to freedom. After stealing a helicopter, we're thrown right back into the action, and completing the next section of the game relying solely on rockets, we'll unlock the trophy with extreme prejudice. Eventually we catch up with Kravchenko himself. Just when it looks like it's all over, Woods dives in to save Mason, driving his knife straight into his back. But there's one problem, he'd already pulled the pin on his grenade belt. Knowing exactly what to do, Woods sacrifices himself to make sure Mason survives. It's still one of the most shocking moments of the game, and honestly, it never gets easier to watch because Woods is awesome. With Kravchenko finally defeated, the mission comes to an end, unlocking our trophy, not today. Next up, we're heading straight to the source of the Nova 6 gas, fighting our way through the laboratories while trying not to become tomorrow's science experiment. Before we get too serious though, there's another quick trophy to grab, which is taking out 7 monkeys in under 10 seconds, because of course that's a trophy.
I hate that monkey.
We finally reach Steiner, and what follows is one of the most satisfying moments in the campaign, as Reznov finally gets his revenge. Or so we think. Because immediately afterwards comes what is genuinely tied for the most frustrating part of Veteran. The tank section. Death. 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 No matter what I tried, I just couldn't get through it. I was convinced it was pure luck. Then, out of nowhere, my missus casually says, "Why don't you use the grenade launcher?"
What?
Turns out, the tank has a grenade launcher.
What?
And then, first attempt. I honestly couldn't believe it. I spent all that time suffering for absolutely no reason. I had no idea it had a grenade launcher. It doesn't tell you that, and yeah, we'll leave it there.
Fine.
With my dignity only slightly damaged, we finally push through the final stretch wearing the gas mask, where there's no health regeneration whatsoever. So if that mask breaks, you are done. Then comes the twist that completely changes Black Ops. It wasn't Reznov at all. It was Mason. Suddenly the numbers, the hallucinations, and everything that's happened throughout the campaign finally starts making sense. It's the real Shutter Island of the game. After everything we've been through, Revelations is less about shooting and more about finally understanding what on earth has been happening. We're thrown back through Mason's memories, reliving the brainwashing carried out by Dragovich, Steiner, and Kravchenko. The numbers that have been echoing through our head all game, they weren't random. They were part of a Soviet program designed to turn Mason into the perfect sleeper agent, much like the Winter Soldier. Even Reznov wasn't real. Mason's broken mind created him in a way of fighting back against Dragovich's conditioning. Every time we thought Reznov was beside us, it was actually Mason all along. It's one of Call of Duty's greatest twists, and once the truth is finally revealed, we crack the final piece of the puzzle, unlocking the trophy, Clarity. And just like that, we're on to the final mission, one last push through on Veteran. Before we can finally put Dragovich into the ground, there is one more trophy to kick it off. Double whammy. Sounds far more difficult than it actually turned out to be, requiring a single missile to destroy 2 helicopters at once. I genuinely thought this was going to take ages, but somehow managed to do it on like my second try. I'll happily take the bit of luck though when Veteran's been trying to ruin your life for the last 6 hours. After fighting our way through the final submarine base, we eventually do come face to face with Dragovich. And honestly, after everything the campaign builds him up to be, I always find the ending a little underwhelming. There's no huge boss battle, no epic final showdown, just you grab him, hold him underwater for a few seconds and swim to the surface. But thankfully, the trophies do a much better job of ending the journey than Dragovich did. Finishing the mission unlocks Burn Notice, completing the campaign awards Stand Down, and most importantly, surviving every single mission on Veteran finally rewards us with the Black Ops Master Trophy. Safe to say, this one was well and truly earned. Now that the campaign was sorted, it was time for our only online trophy, just defeating bots until we reach rank 10 in the combat training mode, unlocked, ready for deployment. We then seek the help for the God King himself, Deathroth.
Jesus Christ.
Helping us with all the trophies for zombies. A Black Ops master here, ready to help the lonely noob who has never done these maps. The first trophy for zombies was the Collector, for going around the map and buying every single war weapon in a single run. It did take a few attempts due to some bad luck, but after a hot minute, we get our final weapon in frag grenades. Deathroth then managed to grab the crossbow and apply a pack-a-punch buff to it. You can either shoot or be shot at by an ally with said crossbow in order to kill 6 zombies with an explosion. So we're here for that beautiful pop. We then head over to the map 5. This is in order to kill the Pentagon Thief, a dirty scientist who, if he grabs you, steals your loadout. We cleverly smash a teleporter with a ton of claymores for an easy kill, granting hands off the merchandise. And then the hardest of all these trophies, not because of difficulty, but because of luck. It took over 15 games of rinse and repeat before either of us even got the opportunity for the ballistic knife from the random box. And it just so happens we both got it in the same game. Upgrading the ballistic knife in the same way Deathroth did the crossbow and revive a down ally will grant the final zombies trophy, See Me, Stab Me, Heal Me. Back in the main room on the access terminal are a few more trophies waiting to pop. Breaking out of the chair, Pop's just asked me nicely, and then we have to head over to the computer terminal. Getting into Dead Ops arcade mode unlocks insert coin, and then using a speed boost to blast through 20 or more enemies in Dead Ops unlocks easy rhino. And typing in Zork into the terminal gets us the last trophy, eaten by a Gru. Okay, we need to get to this little location here, because there's a red barrel there. And the red barrels will typically explode in games, and we're hoping to burst it with a live grenade when enough people arrive here. Please! Yeah! Fragmaster, there you go. There you go. I can't believe I hadn't got that at some point in the campaign, but we got it now. Okay, we're on the second level of Vorkuta, and you have to use this slingshot to destroy the 3 towers, but you only get 1 shot per tower. I didn't get it on my first go, which is actually really annoying. So hopefully I can do it this time first try. I'm a little nervous about this one because if you get it wrong, you got to start the level again. Oh, okay, 2 for 2. I'm assuming for this one we're going to go really high up. Come on! Come on! Woo! Slingshot Kid! Bronze trophy. Nice, we can back out now because we have the rest of the stuff. So on Veteran this would be very tough, but we're now on Recruit. So on the Kowloon mission, Numbers, we just have to escape Kowloon with the dual-wield pistols, which shouldn't be an issue, on Recruit anyway. It is actually incredible how fast you can do these missions when not on Veteran. I'm sprinting through them. I cannot believe how quick they are. I'm not even knifing anyone because it's a just in case. I'm not changing weapons. I know you could probably use the machine gun akimbos, but I'm just like not risking anything. This here should take me to 1 pistol, so I'm hoping that. Oh, never mind. Double trouble. It popped now. It popped now. Excellent. So we're doing Pathfinder right now, which is to get our squad all the way to the end of this level without dying. Found it the first time on Veteran, but shouldn't have made a difference. There we go. Pathfinder. Should have done that the first time, but I suck. Right, we've jumped back into a mission where we actually get a crossbow with an explosive bolt. So, hopefully, we can get our 30 kills. We shouldn't be too far off. Oh, there we go. Straight away. Straight away. So, unconventional warfare. Use the explosive bolt to kill 30 enemies in the campaign. The next trophy we're going for is the flamethrower. We have to kill 10 enemies on this mission with the flamethrower. We were going to do it on Veteran, but it was just too hard to use the flamethrower on Veteran because it's not very good, is it? It's more of a funny weapon at this point. This was the section I tried to get some kills with the flamethrower. I think I got about 4 or 5 on Veteran before it just went absolute Pete Tong. It's got to be this guy, right? Yeah, thank God for that. I think it's the last guy. Russian barbecue. Alright, 2 trophies to go, and they're both on the same mission. Okay, we've got 2 trophies left. One is all of the intel. We missed this one on our actual run through. So now, I've got to run into here, grab it. Go. Yeah, closer analysis. Bronze trophy for getting all of the intel in the game. Okay, so here we are, putting on our mask. Now we've got to get through this whole next section without dying. That's it. That's the whole thing. Just don't die. And then we've got our platinum. Ah! Run. This arsehole here. Oh my God. Nearly dead. Nearly dead. Yeah, lovely. We made it. We made it. This is where you can take it off. No leaks. Silver trophy. No leaks. Come on. Come on. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Platinum on Black Ops 1. Sub 18 hours. Fantastic game. Really, really enjoyed it. First time ever playing Black Ops, and it's brilliant. Really enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to hit the like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Thank you to all members and patrons of the channel for your constant support. It's amazing. If you'd like to check out another video, look at the ones on screen now, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.